one of the owners of the local skate shop, Slam City Skates, and Simon at the Westwell Cycle Project wanted to build a half-pipe, so I came down and met him, and we decided to build this monster here, which was quite a lot bigger than Simon had originally anticipated it was going to turn out like. It was designed by Dan Adams, who used to run Crystal Palace Club, so it's along his design. But unfortunately, he's gone to America and hasn't seen it finished yet. There are half-pipes dotted around the country. There's one in the roller rink in Warrington. There's one up in Chingford, and a few other private ones dotted around the country. I don't think anything's probably as big as this, or of the quality of design and build of this. It's just that we've spent a lot of time doing it. So the longer you stake in theory, the better it gets. There is a theory that the bigger the transitions, the safer it is, because if you are getting higher, then you don't, in fact, have to drop as far before you hit transition. If you've got a smaller transition, you tend to drop further before you hit the transition. So in theory, it's safer. I'd wear safety pads. There are arm pads, elbow pads, and a helmet is, I'd say, probably a must. Optional wrist guards and gloves. You can start off spending about £30 on a skateboard. That's a Taiwanese copy of a real, what we call a real skateboard. Real skateboards come from America, and I think probably the most expensive one we set up was about £190, but you can get something very good for about £80 or £90. I'd say spend your money on safety gear, because you're never going to get another pair of knees.
We also talked to Kevin, Mark and Joe, who are skateboarding experts from America.
I love this ramp. It's the best ramp I've ever skated. It has large transitions, which makes it easier to go higher on it, and it's safer when you fall.
We have a way of falling, okay? You slide on your knees. As long as you fall that way, you don't get hurt at all. Except for slamming's like, that's when you get hurt. I mean, slamming is when you hit the ramp like that.
It's just keeping your balance. That's when people get hurt, is when they come off balance and they can't land on their knees. It's like an unexpected fall. That's when you get hurt. You think you're going to make it, but you hang up on the edge of the ramp or something. That's when you get hurt. Some of the tricks are aerials. That's when they go over the top of the ramp, the curve there, and they fly over the top. Most of those are aerials. And they do aerials with no hands, which are called ollies. And there's inverts where they stall at the top of the ramp using an arm, or they do foot plants. Just basically they explain themselves.
I think like most of the hardcore skaters, the skaters that have skated through skating when it died, those are the skaters that made it come back.
I've been here for the last 3 years, and I think each year I've been here, it seems to be picking up a lot. And skateboarding just as all over the world, it's been picking up a lot.
Finally, Paul gave advice to anyone who wants to take up skateboarding.
I'd come down here and watch, and go to the shop and see what sort of equipment there is, watch the videos, the skate videos. They're a really good introduction to what's going on. And I don't think you can fail to be impressed, really.